Hey everybody, it's Mary from Psychic Soulmate. This video is a 3-card tarot reading for our week, June 29th to July 6th. And the way it works is because you're watching it, that the reading and the message is intended for you regardless of the time and the date that you are watching this, because you are here and you are drawn to watch this video to my channel for a reason, okay? And so the cards that I'm going to be working with are the Hanson and Robert Tarot. I just got these cards maybe about a few weeks ago, maybe a month and a half ago. But this was an old deck that I had for many years, like since the 90s. I did an unboxing on my IGTV channel a while back, so you can check that out if you want to look at the rest of the deck. They are a beautiful Rider-Waite Smith looking kind of format deck, and I just love the colors. Okay. So I have dealt the cards and I have put them out here already for what we need to know for whatever time we're watching this. It could be for your week or for your day. Okay, so the first card is the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is so accurate for me. I was like looking at it, I was like, yeah, it's a feeling of passive energy, just feeling very passive, like not wanting to do anything, or not just so much not wanting to do anything, it's just not having the energy to do anything, if that makes sense. It's almost like you've been feeling maybe just a bit drained, or just, just no, I don't know, power. Zump, or whatever you want to call it, just something to just get your motors running. For some reason there seems to be something that you've been feeling dragging your feet on, or feeling very, maybe procrastination is the word. I don't know, maybe I'm not going to use that word because it's not the word procrastinating. It's more like it's just an energy of heaviness and a feeling of things that are like very, very stagnate, and that energy seems to be lingering on. And a lot of you have been telling me this too, that you've been feeling that. And with the pandemic, I'm filming this during the pandemic, and when I say that, it's just because somebody might be watching this when it's all over with, maybe years later. But anyways, if you remember, the whole world is affected by it. The whole energy of it is like we've been self-quarantined for a while, and now it's time for everything to open up. Where I am, it's just about to open up. Actually, today we just entered level 2, so phase 2, which is everything is still closed, but it's opened. But everything, there's a lot of restrictions. So we've been carrying that energy of like just everything is isolated and very solitary in some way. That energy has been closed, so now we have to break free. So that's what I'm going to just encourage you guys, is just to break free from those energies that you've been feeling. If you've been feeling this during that time, it's time to break onto a new habit, because it took us time to get into this habit for the social distancing, and for wearing your masks and self-quarantined, and all of that. Maybe some of us haven't been doing that for a while, because in every place, every town, every city, every country is different. Okay, and some of you haven't even closed it down, shut down. So my point is that it takes 21 days to break a habit. So it's time to really break out of your comfort zone. And this can relate to anything else that you're going through in your life. Remember, it's not just this time. It's just like maybe in something in your life that you've been feeling like you want to get to, but you've been feeling like, just, I'll get to it later. I'll get to it later. And before you know it, you haven't accomplished anything. And I know a lot of people have said during this time, oh, well, I'm going to get this done, I'm going to get that done, I'm going to get this, and I'm going to do that. And apparently a lot of people couldn't get it because they couldn't just get their motors running. So that's a lot of things in other areas in your relationship. Maybe you needed to take that first step forward and to just talk with your partner and tell them what you're feeling, or her, what you're really feeling. But you've been feeling, no, now is not the time. You've been kind of like putting on excuses not to, or maybe the circumstances cause you not to communicate because of their feeling that way, like they're putting off of communicating with you. So that's okay. You know what, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, everything that's happening is happening exactly as it should be. As far as finances and business is concerned, a lot of people said, a lot of people got out of work, a lot of people lost their job, and they said, okay, well, I'm going to get this is the time that I'm going to just take that time to get a business just started. And that didn't happen. Well, the roots and the seeds have planted. If you thought of it, you started it. Okay, so remember that. If you even have just a simple thought of it, and you're just like planning it out in your mind, you've done it, even if you haven't done it. So now it's time to start going forward, taking that step forward. Time is not always the easiest thing. Like we think, okay, well, I'm going to get this done today. It's all going to be done. And how about, have you had this happen? It didn't get done, or you're not even part of it. You didn't even get a chance to. I have a to-do list, and it doesn't seem to ever, I have it right here. I have a little sticky note, and it came from a big bulletin board of things that I had to do, to just a few things on here, and that I know I'll get to, but because time's on our side, never on our side, seems like. And yeah, like it's just funny how it works, right? So my point is just take that first step forward. Okay, I encourage you, take this time now, okay, and just start doing it. And the Queen of Pentacles is Mother Earth. She was the second card. Okay, so this is a card of getting out into nature and just getting your feet implanted into the earth. Now, when I say that, I'm not talking about doing some nice gardening. That sounds nice and lovely and beautiful as well. How about just getting earthy and just doing something like on a physical level, you know, like maybe getting a workout done, starting yoga. Maybe if you don't like working out, there's a lot of people that don't, and I know when I mention it, they just roll their eyes back, and that's fine. Hey, no judgment here. Everybody's different. We are all different, and you know, you are created beautiful. We are all created just unique and different, and just the way we are. You know, when I say exercise, it's good for your health, right? You don't have to exercise per se. You can actually park the car further away and just walk to the store. Take the stairs instead of taking the elevator, you know, like, or just disguise it. Exercise in disguise. Join me with one of my Zumba classes. We'll be dancing, and you'll forget about that you're even working out. I do it virtually. And also, there's another way too. Somebody just brought it to my attention today. Golfing. If you love to golf, why not go golfing? Because you can walk miles and miles and miles, and you know, just, or even putt. Make it simple. You know, go to an amusement park, you know, or go places and find reasons to walk and to move your body. You know, also cleaning. That's a great, I wear a Fitbit, and you know what? I get more steps than anything and burn more fat when I'm cleaning the house, vacuuming, bending, lifting, you know, like it's just, you can find so many creative ways. So this is on a physical, doing something good for yourself. But at the same time, you want to get yourself rested as well. Okay, so I know I talked about relaxation, and I always talk about giving yourself self-love. Well, exercising and eating right, eating healthy is self-love. It is self-care. It is something for your body that your future self will thank you for, and your doctor will say, wow, you're more healthier than what you were, you know, a year ago when you go for your annual visits, you know. So it's very important to do that. Queen of Swords was the last card. She's all about balance, okay? She's all about balance. So you're taking what I just said about get your motors running, get inspired, just like what my top says. I put it on for some reason today. Inspire anywhere, everywhere. So like, look for your inspiration, find your inner purpose. You know, that's the problem. We need to find our purpose, our dharma. Now, sometimes we don't know what that is. Find your hobbies. Your hobbies will help you find it, okay? Even if your hobby is, like, let's just say watching some Netflix. I know that sounds very blah. It's actually a really good channel that I really found. Well, it's actually not really a channel. It's an app. It's called Gaia. I just love all the stuff that's on there because it's very interesting. It's like there's a lot of stuff that's very interesting. And I'm just saying, like, just watching something and something, it's documentary is what I meant to say, not Netflix, documentary, something that's like very educational, you know, something that will really get you to look at and say, oh, that makes total sense. Actually, a really good movie just popped up in my head, and you might like it, maybe a couple of them. You might want to watch on Netflix or whatever streaming service you watch, is The Shift. Love it, with Wayne Dyer, and also The Shack. That is those are two beautiful movies. Check them out. Oh, and another one, Dave just said to me, Mr. Rogers. Oh, it's called A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. OMG, that's like the best. That's like the best. You need to watch that. That is such a beautiful, well, I'm not here to just, I'm here to give you a message, right? And that's the message that's coming to me. And Dave just said it in the other room, so that's a message. So you got to find the balance. So watching TV and doing what you love to do, you got to find the balance. It's all about balance. Remember that. You can have a little bit of everything in your life, right? Now, I know I said eat healthy, and you know, not like eating healthy, that doesn't sound really tasteful and good, but yes, it is. It can be. You can eat what you want, but just find that balance. Find the balance within yourself. It's not only doing everything on a physical, it's balancing yourself. Like, how about getting up and doing tree pose? Like, that will really help you. When I say tree pose, it's a yoga move. You know what? I'll show you right now. Hopefully I can, let me just take my shoes off and show you. Okay, just give me a second. Just move the chair out of the way. Okay, so you see me? Okay, so what you want to do is bring your hands into prayer position. Put your foot out. Take a nice deep breath in. Feel your foot being planted. That's your standing leg planted, because I'm pointing my foot here. And from here, just feel grounded, and then just slide your opposite foot to your calf. Now, some of us can do this, can actually put it all the way up to the thigh. I can't, because my hips are shaped a different way. There's no right and wrong, but we're all shaped different. So my advice is to just keep it down. And if this is challenging and difficult, you can just keep the toe touching the ground and just standing tall. See how I lift it higher? And raise your hands. I'm just going to get a little bit further to the camera so you can see me. And just raise your hands into cactus arms. And you can close your eyes, and then we're swaying like trees sway. Whoops. It's okay. It's okay. See how I'm not taking my foot off? Yeah, my hip cracked because I'm opening up my hips and I'm balancing. And so we got to do this on the other side. Okay, so opposite direction, standing tall, taking a nice deep breath in, standing tall. Here we go. Slide it over. Bring those hands outward. And don't just watch me. Get up and do it. Yeah. And just close your eyes and just bring the corners of your mouth to the sky and show your choppers, your teeth. Try it. Okay. And that is called tree pose. And that will help you get grounded. I was told to give you that message and for you to do it. So anyways, I hope that was helpful for you. Anytime you feel a little bit uneasy and just a little dizzy, try it. When I had vertigo, that was saving me. There was other moves that I was doing as well, and I know I promised some of you that I was going to do a tutorial about when you get vertigo, because it's a thing that we get, and it's just nobody knows what to do. But I found some solutions, and I found some core exercises that are really good for that, you know, that helps to relieve it. So anyways, that concludes our reading for this week. And yeah, if you're interested in getting a longer reading with me, please visit my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com. And until the next video, I wish you all peace, blessings, love and light. Namaste.